How did the free and open source movement get here? Because this is a weird moment. Floss has, to all intents and purposes, won. People still carry around MacBooks and Winbooks in their bags, but they use them as dumb terminals to talk to Floss-powered VMs running in Floss-powered containers with Floss-powered backends, routed on Floss firmware, analyzed and developed with Floss toolchains, and obsessively checked by people who are carrying around pocket superpowers, either GNU Linux-powered Android devices or BSD-powered iOS devices. Floss is everywhere. And Floss got everywhere in part because Floss is just better. And it's better for the same reason that science is better than alchemy. Back before we had science, we had alchemy, a lot like science, except alchemists never told anyone else what they thought they'd learned, and so they were prey to the most common human frailty, which is self-deception, which is how alchemists discovered in the hardest way possible that you shouldn't drink mercury. And when alchemists started telling each other what they thought they'd learned and subjecting themselves to adversarial peer review, and they started publishing their source, they turned something base into something noble. They turned superstition into science and created the Enlightenment. And Floss is everywhere because it continues the Enlightenment tradition. Now, people make Floss for a lot of reasons. Sometimes they're programmers who have ethical considerations. They want to make free software to make people more free. Sometimes they're employers who want to tempt those programmers, and they say, come work for us, and 10% of the time we'll let you hack on Floss. Sometimes it's a company that will get a tactical benefit from commodifying some other company's golden goose. You know, if you want to fight with Microsoft, make LibreOffice. And sometimes it's companies that want to use software and need to improve it, but they don't want to sell that software. We're a cloud company. We need a better Docker, but we don't want to be in the Docker selling business. We want to be in the service business. The thing is that when you make something open, there's always a temptation to close it. You know, someone might come up with some cool, amazing idea for your code that seems obvious in retrospect, and you kick yourself for not thinking of it first. If only you could revoke that open license, you could run with it and quit your stupid job where your boss only lets you hack on free software for 10% of the time.